of slavery in France. In 1794, French Republic abolished it. In 1802, Napoleon revoked it by decree. In 1815, French Republic abolished it again, but made it official with a decree in 1826. In 1848, Republic re-abolished it for the French colonies. Another note, the French occupied Haiti and therefore owned captives there. In the United States, September 22nd, 1862, Lincoln's preliminary proclamation to end it. January the 1st, 1863, proclamation became official. December 18, 1865, 13th Amendment made it constitutional. I am so grateful to be a part of this amazing exhibition, of the Abolition exhibition. I am Sabree of Sabree's Gullah Art Gallery. We're based in the United States, but specifically Savannah, Georgia. One of the most cherished monuments would be the Haitian soldiers in Savannah, Georgia. They fought with valor, and France sending in the Haitian soldiers was just a ticket that was needed in order to win the Revolutionary War. I am a Gullah, and Gullah, we are descendants from West Africa brought to the coastal area. But today, most Gullah people are inland. Originally, I was born in Lake City, South Carolina. I'm drawing a parallel between France and the Gullah culture in the United States. West Africa was sent to the United States and to Europe, France included. Specifically speaking, Gullah includes Sierra Leone and was one of the 5 main countries that consistently stole people from there. Also, parallel between the commonalities such as the cotton, the corn, and other types of crops. I look forward to showing you some of my amazing works that are colorful, that are bold, and oftentimes I use lots of materials. Some are natural and some are man-made. And it is also called happy art because nothing could shake or break the spirit of the Gullah people. This piece is called Embracing Liberty, and the inspiration behind this piece actually was when France gave the United States the first Statue of Liberty. A lot of people may not know this, but the first Statue of Liberty was really a black woman. It was a woman of color. But once the United States had received the gift, they rejected it because they could not fathom the idea of a black person or a person of color representing the Statue of Liberty. So the second Statue of Liberty that you now see is actually the second one, and this was the first one. And this is my own interpretation of Embracing Liberty, Lady Liberty. Notice that her dress is purple and gold. Now, purple and gold are royalty colors, but they are also spiritual colors. In the background, I use rhinestones to represent the stars. The lantern that she has in her hand represents the Eiffel Tower because France was trying to show the United States the way. Notice that the ancestors are in the background and they're coming in support of Lady Liberty. In hand, she has the palmetto roses. And back in the day, the palmetto roses were given as a gift to the soldiers as a token of love and good luck. And if they returned with the roses in hand, then the loved ones knew that they were safe, they were alive, and they were intact. Embracing liberty. Let's face it, America never embraced us, and I'm still waiting. The inspiration behind Soft Landing. And this is the name of the piece. When I was coming up from a very large family, in fact, a family of 15, 7 sisters and 7 brothers, I'm number 12, so I'm the lucky one. Every year, we planted between 200 to 300 acres of different types of crops. One, tobacco. You had cotton, which was every other year. You had cucumbers, watermelons, you name it, we did it. And so in terms of the cotton, every other year you had to plant the cotton because it pulls so much nutrients away from the soil, so you would have to rotate. So depicted in this piece right here, there were 5 of us. We were tying up this bale of cotton, whereas the 5th child was actually jumping on the top of the cotton. That 5th child is me. In the background, you had the elders who were picking the cotton. But there was one guy with the red shirt on, and he was watching what we were doing, and he was thinking to himself, or at least the impression given to me, go ahead, have your fun, because when you grow up, you're gonna see just how much fun it really is to pick this cotton. And so the cotton was tied to a tree, it was placed in a wagon, it was also placed throughout the field. But you know what? Even though the work was back-breaking as I started to grow up, I realized that there was a lot of joy and a lot of happiness in whatever we were doing. So in Soft Landing, no matter what we were going through, the joy, the love, the happiness, it was there. And it still is.
Gold.
It is called gold. Another crop that France and the United States has in common is corn. Corn is sustainable. It has withstood the test of time. Corn has many different properties. It can be used in many different food. It was used to feed my family and other families, as well so as the livestock. It also is used in gasoline. It is used as a cooking oil. It is used in popcorn. It is used in so many different ways. But one of the best ways that my family used corn, and it was grits. That's right, grits. And with grits, we ate the fish, we ate the shrimp, we ate the chicken. I know that's not right in some people's family, but in my family, grits would go with in any kind of dish. Now, the reason why this piece that I painted is called gold, first of all, it looks like a gold bar. And then the second reason, it has the color of gold. Corn is also spiritual because it brings about all types of prosperity and abundance. So, once again, the commonality between France and the United States and the #1 crop today is corn. In pot of gold, the emphasis here is not so much on the rice, although it is important. The emphasis is on the basket weaving. It's one of the traditions, one of the crafts in the Gullah culture. The gifts include the crops, the cultivation of the crops, the medicinal properties of the crops, and most importantly, the knowledge of the crops. French basket weaving influences from some of the captives of Sierra Leone with the sweet grass basket. And so it was sturdy. In fact, if it rained, the rain actually made it more durable. So basket weaving, again, was also one of the goals. You can have it all. The basis of this painting, I wanted to do a painting where there were all kinds of seafood, and this is the way we would do it in the Gullah culture. You would put down the newspaper first, and then on top of the newspaper you would put different kinds of seafood, because you had a little bit of everything that was going on, all the different flavors, the different ways that they were made, the aroma, the colors of the food, and the way they blended together. In my family, we would prepare for the winter months, for the cold spell. We would plant the food, we would harvest the food, we would put it away in the pantry. We would use like a mason jar, and inside of the mason jar you would have the pears, the apples, the peaches. We would have like a 20 or 30-pound bag of rice. And also the fish, we would fish like every day. So we would store a lot of the fish inside of the freezer. And also peanuts as well, different kinds of potatoes, and we would store those away. So when winter did hit, and keep in mind, this is a family of 15, we will all take care of one another. And so we were prepared. But basically, you can have it all. Whatever is on that table, you can get a little bit of this or a little bit of that or a lot of this. You don't have to have it all at once, but you can sample the different items that are on the table. You can have it all, and we did have it all. Again, I would like to express my appreciation for allowing me to be a part of the Abolition Festival and highlighting our history and the similarities of the Gullah culture in the United States and France, and recognizing that France is also Gullah because you are tied to West Africa. Again, thank you.